Offer yourself the gift of transformation. And that's really a true life thing. I really discovered in the last week or so, the only reason that I have accepted the bare minimum, especially in my relationships, romantically and otherwise, is because in my family I received the bare minimum. And that's a fact. It's no criticism to anybody, but that's just what it was. The bare minimum of shelter, food, and you know, clothes on my back. But everything else, you know, Gen X will tell you, you know, I don't feel like victimized, because I feel like that was a Gen X thing. That's kind of like what my generation really experienced. But obviously there were other people in other generations that experienced similar things. But like generally, Gen X, we just dragged up ourselves, you know what I mean? And it was really hard now um, to receive reciprocation and care. Now I've got another thing to say about Gen X as well, because this whole thing about, oh, if it's not 90s love, I don't want it. I'm just here to tell you, as a Gen Xer, 90s love was a fabrication of what we thought was love. Gen X has created 90s love. We created that 90s R&B illusion for you to think that, you know, I would die for you, I would die for our love, and I will sing out in the rain naked, and I will do all of these things that are unrealistic and, quite frankly, toxic. Just listen to Jodeci if you think I'm lying. Listen to Jodeci if you think I am lying.
Without you, baby, I feel worthless. I'm living on the edge.
It's been hours since you've been gone, and that's too long, so come back home. I can't live without you, so I cry for you.
And the problem with the music, it was so influential that we put all our eggs in our basket for that type of love, but it was fabricated love. It wasn't real. I'm just here to say it. I know it's unpopular opinion. This 90s love, this 90s music and all of the things, it was created by a generation that weren't really loved, nurtured and cared for. Facts. Facts.
I just wanna let you know, you got me changing my.
Imagine it was created at a time when crack was flooding the hoods, and, you know, parents had to work 2 and 3 jobs at a time. People were still having more than 3 and 4 children at a time. Poverty was a real life thing. So the children that grew up in those environments decided to become very codependent with each other when they did find each other when in love, and it was just basically trauma bonding. I'm here to tell you, it's unpopular opinion, but when I sat down and analysed it good, you lot have heard me talk about, you know, the influence of music, it being the angels and the demons, and which ones we're going to pluck out. But I'm here to tell you that if you're comparing today's relationships with that of the 90s love was created out of pain and fear and unreciprocated love. Do you get me? From our parents. So we created this, I'll die for you love, I will sing for you in the rain, I can't live without you love. You get me? Because we really were desperate for it. And at the time it felt good, but in retrospect it was a very toxic culmination of neglect and abandonment and unrequited love. And that's how 90s love and music came into existence. And now when we look back in hindsight, in retrospect, it sounded good. Yeah, it did sound good. The people then could sing. But if you really listen to what people are saying and talking about, it was very, very toxic and codependent and unrealistic. I said it.